Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes. We are back with the brilliant lawn mowing simulator on the PlayStation 5, and I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, in the previous video, we set up our lawn mowing company named Weeds Are Us. We hired our first employee named Dave, aka me. We made our uniform, we made our company logo, we bought our very first lawnmower, took it for a test drive, and we have now arrived at our very first contract. Now, I've gone around in the previous video and I've cleaned up the garden, so there's no longer any items on the garden floor that could risk damaging the blades on my lawnmower, and also I think more than likely incur a fine if you start breaking their items. So we're now ready to jump on the lawnmower and start cutting some grass. I'll tell you what, Wolf and Wolfettes, this level is absolutely stunning. If I had the opportunity to move into a fancy house that would be relatively high priced, this would be the kind of house I would want to live in. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Man, that is gorgeous. How much am I being paid for this job? £295. £295 when they live in a house like this. Look at this. Look at the amount of land they've got. Look at the house they live in, and they're paying me £295. And look at that. Is that a Jag? They've got a flipping Jaguar in their on the driveway. Look at this. They've got some sort of like, this looks like some sort of family Porsche. And they've got a flipping Jaguar in the garden. In the front garden, I should say, on the drive. Look at this. And they're paying me £295. I'm definitely being ripped off. Okay, I think at some point in this game we actually have to come back to this address and we need to cut that grass instead. But I think that mission was a bit of a nightmare, but I won't spoil it. Before we jump on the lawnmower, there's something I want to mention actually. You guys and girls know that I've been complaining for the last couple of months that for some reason I have this very weird shadow that keeps appearing next to me whenever I turn on my light box. And obviously that makes chroma keying a nightmare where you remove the green screen behind you. So, you know, Tom Wolf got me that little lamp that I unboxed on YouTube, that Piranha lamp. I've managed to plug it into my PC because it's a USB cable. And I've got it aiming right next to me, right down there, aiming next to me. Hopefully getting rid of that little bit of patchy shadow that keeps appearing behind me. Not sure if it's going to work, but hopefully it makes things better because it's a bloody nightmare to do the chroma keying. But let's get straight into things. Let's jump on my lawnmower and let's start cutting some grass. With the ground check complete, it's time to start cutting some grass. You can use either your strimmer or vehicle whenever you want. Strimmers are best for cutting the edges and any tight areas, while your vehicle is best for large areas of grass. Okay. Lovely jubbly. Alright, let's turn this bad boy on. Let's turn on the throttle. And let's start driving. I think this grass needs to be between 5 and 6 centimetres in length when you cut it. Let's have a quick look. Don't want to do it wrong. Okay, 5 and 6 centimetres in length. The grass range is between 13 and 20 centimetres. So I guess when you go over the grass that is about 20 centimetres long, that's when you want to drive a bit slower because it will take a bit longer for your blades to cut up the grass. And we've got 26 minutes to do this, which is a reasonable amount of time. And our completion target is 99%. Okay, so we've got to aim for doing this in 26 minutes. We've got to make sure that we don't destroy any of Grandma Gladys's tulips, and we've also got to make sure, most importantly, that we don't collide with anything. And I mean anything, like even the teeniest little bump will be enough for you to completely balls it up and not get like a perfect score at the end of the level. So make sure you don't even slightly bump into a tree or a bush or anything. What was it saying warning for? Was I driving too quick? I don't think I was driving. Oh crap! I forgot to change the length of the grass cutter, didn't I? All right. Hopefully that resets the contract. All right. I have to quickly pick up the stuff again. I wonder why it kept coming up with a message. Hey, what's going on over here? What's that? Is that a gardener gnome? I don't think that was on the grass when we cleaned it up yesterday, in the previous video I should say. I I don't remember there being a garden gnome. How many things we got to pick up? Oh, we're not going to get it done as quick now. Oh, hang on, what's that? There we go. A frisbee by the looks of it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this right this time. At least you can quit the level and come back, so that's good. Alright, there we go. I'm going to cut it at 6 centimetres just to make the grass a little bit longer. Should I tell you why that's a good thing, BwolfTheWolf? Because if you cut the grass a little bit longer, then it's going to grow to the length where they want it cut again more quicker. And then they're going to need to employ your services yet again. So you're going to get money a bit sooner. So if we cut this grass a bit longer, we could be a bit cheeky and then they'll have to ring us up a bit sooner to come back and cut the grass again. Obviously it's a bit naughty, but you know, never mind. That's what they get for charging me, that's what they get for paying me only 295 quid. Mind you, it is a relatively small garden. We are sitting on our arse just driving around a lawnmower, so I suppose it isn't too much work, but then again, there's a lot of flowers in this garden, so we've more than likely got to deal with a bunch of stupid flipping bumblebees and wasps bothering us. And on top of that, it looks like it's a relatively hot day, so we're probably sweating our arse off at the moment. So I suppose £295 is still a little bit of a low price for me. Maybe make it 400. That'll do. But just make sure though, like I was saying before I realised I was ruining everything, just make sure you don't bump into anything, because even the slightest little collision, I mean the teeniest little tap, will give you like a 50p fine, and you don't want that. You don't want to have shit like that, because you want to perfect the level, you want to get as much money as possible. I've only just noticed that there's cars and stuff driving by outside the garden. That's nice. And I think I saw an NPC walk past as well. I like stuff like that. Normally when you play these simulation games, not really much stuff happens outside of like the area that you're working on. It's pretty dead outside your location. Like in House Flipper. Like you don't never see like random NPCs walking past the house you're constructing, do you? Or no cars drive by or anything. But in this game you do. I like that. It makes it feel a little bit more alive. Some of these other games, it makes it seem like you're living in like a zombie apocalypse and everybody is dead. But I guess David just hasn't accepted the fact that everybody is dead and he doesn't need to cut the grass anymore. But he's so obsessed with cutting grass that even though it's a zombie apocalypse and everybody is dead, he still jumps on his lawnmower every single morning to cut the grass. Thankfully it's not a situation like that. Oh, lovely. But it does make your finger ache, this game, sometimes, especially when you've got to drive really slowly because the grass is very, very long, or maybe it's wet weather or something like that, so you've got to drive really slow to give your blades a chance to actually cut the grass. When you're in one of those missions, oh my god, does your finger sting afterwards. It flipping stings like a son of a bitch. Because you've got to hold the bloody R2 so lightly to drive slowly in this game. It's, oh. Yeah, if you can adjust that, Skyhook Games, that would be much appreciated. Because you have to hold the bloody R2 so lightly, it just gives you a proper finger ache. I think we're doing pretty well at the moment. How much we cut? 33%. How long we've been cutting for? Only just over 3 minutes. Lovely. I was actually, before I started recording and I was setting up all of my stuff, I had a video playing in the background. It was by the Real OAF, a channel on YouTube. Also makes videos. Also subscribe to me. And they were playing. I think it was I think it's called Pumpkin Jack. It's like a 3D platformer where you play as basically it looks like the Headless Horseman. I only watched about 10 minutes of it because I had to start recording, but looked pretty good actually. Make sure you go and subscribe to the Real OAF. If you look in my channel, recommended channel list on YouTube, you will see their channel there because I added them to it a couple of months ago. So go and subscribe to them. Absolute legend they are. Also, go and subscribe to my cousin, Doomlight94, who has been uploading like an absolute legend for the past nearly year actually. I think he started doing it in September, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it's heading towards a year. And he's not really gaining many subscribers, and it actually irritates the hell out of me. When I see anybody putting their effort into anything in life and I see that they're not getting the recognition they deserve, it annoys me. Obviously I feel like that about my channel sometimes, but when it comes to things involving me, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But when I see other people working their butts off and not getting the results that they deserve, it does aggravate me. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, go and subscribe to my cousin Doomlight94. At this moment in time, he's playing Resident Evil 2 on hardcore mode, so definitely recommend checking that out. Very good playthrough. And also, whilst we're talking about people to subscribe to, make sure you also go subscribe to my buddy Tom Wolf. Doesn't upload very often because he's always busy with work. He's become a bit of a slacker, but yeah, go subscribe to him anyway. He's got some top-notch videos on his channel. My lawnmower just did a really weird buzzing noise then. Not happy about that. It's like we just drove over a stick or something. Well, it couldn't have been because we cleaned everything up, so I'm not sure what that was. Yeah. And also, bloody hell, I'm giving everyone a shout out today. What a top guy I am. We're going to subscribe to my other buddy, Hazink. My Scottish buddy. He does Disgaea RPG videos. Actually, I think he's probably passed me in subscribers now. I haven't checked for a little while, but he's more than likely passed me in subscribers. He was doing very well with the views. He was getting at least 1,000 views on every video he was uploading. And I think the developers of the game also willingly work with him, like share information with him and stuff like that. So that gives him like extra stuff that he can make like exclusive videos of before other people, I guess. So yeah, he's definitely doing well. He's probably passed me in subscribers, and if he has, what an absolute git. But go subscribe to him anyway. Absolute legend, Hazink. All of these channels I think are in my recommended channel tab on YouTube, so it should be easy to find. Thinking about just like channel related stuff, we've actually done a good variety of games on this channel this year, haven't we? We've done a very nice pile of games. We've done Jurassic World Evolution at the start of the year, which would be like an RTS game. We've had a what else have we done? We did what did we do after that? Was it straight into Dying Light 2? I don't think it was it? We did something else, didn't we? I think we did something else, can't remember. But we've had Dying Light 2, which I guess is an action game. We've had Horizon Forbidden West, which is an RPG. We've had Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which is a 3D platformer. We've got Lawn Mowing Simulator, which is obviously a simulation game. We've had a very nice variety of games on this channel this year. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. And what games do we have coming soon? Obviously there'll be a horror playthrough at some point this year. Probably around Halloween, maybe before. I don't know if I'm going to do a hardcore playthrough on Resident Evil 2, because Tom Wolf has been asking me for the last like 1,000 years. Or I might do that new game from Supermassive Games that I think comes out in June, The Quarry. That looks like a pretty decent game, so I might do that. It's supposed to be a spiritual successor to Until Dawn. And even though I'm not a fan of horror, I did like Until Dawn, so that could be a good game. We're cutting this grass pretty damn well at the moment. There's a few bits that I've left a little bit too much grass in that area than I should have. I should have probably cut a bit more of it, but yeah, I think we're cutting this grass relatively well. How long we got? Now we've got tons of time. Got beast mode in this one. Was that an apple tree? Oh my god, what are you doing, Dave? What did you just drive so aggressively forward for? What's the matter with you, you psychopath? You nearly took down Margaret's fucking tulips. You do that again, Dave, I'll fire you, you twat. You can't hear me anyway. He's got his bloody earphones on. He's just bopping away to Eminem right now. Jesus, I don't know what happened, but he put his foot down then. Maybe my fingers were just being twats and decided to put my finger down more than I wanted. I told you, my fingers and thumbs are flipping trolls. That's why when I have to use the strimmer in this game, I know for a fact that I'm more than likely going to just ruin one of Margaret's flowers. I've left quite a bit of grass over there. We might need to cut some more of that. Because when you use the strimmer, as long as you only leave little bits of grass around, you can just freely use the strimmer with not having to worry about much, except like hitting things obviously. But if the grass is a bit longer when you use a strimmer, then you've got to deal with picking up grass clippings and stuff like that, which you don't want to be dealing with that, because that takes up more time. And some of these levels have got very, very strict time limits. You just want to pay attention to what the information is. Like some of the levels, it will tell you that your lawnmower requires a certain deck size, which is the bit on the front that does the cutting. So if they're telling you that they recommend a 180 centimetre deck size, and then you bring like a 90 centimetre deck size, then you're probably not going to finish it in the right time limit, because you're not actually cutting anywhere near enough grass. So even if you're cutting very well, you won't finish it in the time limit. So a lot of things you need to be aware of in this game. I won't mind doing this as a job. I mean, it'll be somewhat peaceful, except when the bumblebees start chasing me and I start temporarily screaming, and then my employer I should say, comes out and asks me what the hell is going on, and I just say, oh, nothing, nothing. I'm not going to tell them that I was screaming over a bee. They'll call me a big baby. I don't want that. But other than that, I think this would be a relatively chill job. It's probably not even hard to get a job like this. If you ring up your local council and you just join up with the the people that walk around and maintain your area, pick up rubbish, clean the streets, cut the grass, stuff like that. I reckon it's probably pretty easy to get a job like that. And there's normally a lot of benefits for working with the council as well. But yeah, maybe I should do that. Take my camera with me. Hopefully they let me. Take it on the job with me. Introduce you to my fellow colleagues. Barry, Bob, Dave, Gary. That'd be pretty damn good, that would. Much better than working as a cleaner every day. Okay, I think we've cut everything we need to cut now. So I'm going to turn off my blade. Actually, it says I've got 92.7 left. I think we're going to spend a lot of time with the strimmer, actually. Yeah. Where's the sacks? Okay. You don't have to dump out your grass if you ain't using your lawnmower anymore. But because you can empty it when you're on the main menu. You can empty the grass collector. But we might as well do it now, even though we're technically wasting time. Sweet. See, like when I drove this up onto the ramp, I felt a little buzz in the DualSense controller, and I don't know if that counts as me colliding with something, because so many times I end these levels, and for some reason it says that I've got a collision fine, and I don't know why. So I'm going to assume maybe it's to do with that. But now's the point where I'm going to get very stressed out. When I did this mission off camera, I absolutely mullered, I think, 3 flowers. But when you cut near the bushes, you don't have to worry about destroying anything near the bushes. I think the bushes they're very sturdy, so you ain't got to worry about that. But it's just, you just got to watch out for Margaret's flowers, because she will lose her mind. Thinking about it, actually, I think this house had Nook in the title, like the Nook residence or something like that. So maybe this house belongs to Tom Nook. Maybe that's why I'm being paid so poorly, because we all know Tom Nook only cares about bells. From Animal Crossing, if you don't know who Tom Nook is, he only cares about making money. So maybe that's why I'm not being paid very much. Tom Nook lives here. Man, I'm sweating. It's when you come out from behind the bush. You come out from behind the bush and then suddenly there's a bunch of flowers there. Makes you panic. But I reckon there will probably be one contract done per video. There are a couple of contracts where the difficulty goes up, but so it's like a smaller job. But because the difficulty goes up, most of the time, unless I've got the right kind of lawnmower and equipment, it takes even longer than the time limit. Like, it might tell me to do it in 20 minutes and it takes me 30. So there are a couple of contracts where we might be able to get 2 done in one video, but I think it's generally going to be 1 job per video. So these videos will probably be around between 25 and 30 minutes generally. Well, we're doing okay at the moment. I know there's a ton of grass coming up in a minute. How much did we need to cut? Was it 95% or 99%? Not that it matters, we've still got plenty of time. No need to start rushing just yet. Oh, we've got a bit more space over here. I reckon this is going to look nice after. I think we've done a good job with this, because depending on how you drive the lawnmower, it does make the grass look pretty weird if you just keep, like, you know, going back and forth and just driving in all sorts of directions. It doesn't affect anything, it just makes the grass look weird. You still don't get any fines or anything, but if you drive around in like a nice smooth motion like I was doing, like constant like circles, I guess. I nearly hit that flower then. But it makes the grass just look nice, especially for the thumbnail if you're doing a YouTube playthrough. It makes it look nice. Looks like you actually did a good job. We've still got to do the grass around the flower beds. Man, why are these flowers like getting this weird popping where they sort of like suddenly get bigger in front of me? Because then you think you're not going to hit them and then suddenly a leaf gets bigger and you bump into it. I don't get why there's so much popping in this game. It makes no sense. It's on a PS5 for God's sake. The PS5 is a bit of a beast. Obviously it's not the strongest thing in the bloody world. It's not like a gaming PC. But it's very fucking good, especially with that SSD. That SSD is delicious. That SSD and the PS5 shits all over my computer's bloody SSD, and my PC cost me $2.5 bloody grand. So yeah, the PS5 is definitely doing something right. For those wondering, it's not an old PC either. I literally got my brand new PC on the same day as the PS5 came out. They both arrived on the same day. Because it ruined the launch experience of the PS5 for me. Because when the PS5 arrived, I was too busy setting up the new PC because I had to get everything ready and set up because I needed to record. So PS5 arrived, it was just sitting there. I couldn't open it, and also I wanted to unbox it and like record it, so I just had it sitting there for the whole day, barely doing anything. I'm guessing we're cutting 99% of the grass. For some reason I thought it was 95%. I'll tell you, the only reason why I'm leaving little teeny bits of grass behind is purely because I don't know how close I can get to these flipping flowers. I swear if you like try and cut every blade of grass here, you're going to end up murdering one of Margaret's bloody flowers. So you've got to be so careful. See, what was that? My carrot, what did you do that for, Dave? He just flipped around like Sonic the Hedgehog. I could have killed like 10 flowers then. What's the matter with you, Dave? Relax, mate. Jesus, you better not have been smoking anything before you got on the job. I'll tell you, mate, Dave, I know you're technically me, but I will fire you. Man, I'm not looking forward to hiring employees, because I haven't hired any employees off camera either yet, so I don't know what they're like. I don't know what kind of shenanigans they're going to get up to. If they start lowering my reputation, because at the moment I am the best grass cutter in the whole of the UK. If they balls that up for me, I will be pissed. They will be straight back to the job centre. Tell you what, WolfTheWolf, if you need to find a job, don't go to the job centre. There's no fucking point. The job centre is the biggest useless bastards I've ever met in my life. All they gave me when I went to the job centre was depression. They gave me no job. And it just increased my depression. The only useful thing is if you go there, I guess you get the like every 2 weeks they give you some money. So that's about it. And you have to fill out a diary showing them like what you've actually done to like find a job, and then that will determine if they give you the money. So you've got to actually put in the effort, but you put in all the effort, they put in no effort. That's the problem. So I don't recommend a job centre. I recommend just getting on Google, having a look about. If you can't find any jobs, or maybe you're finding jobs that are, you know, jobs that require like something like just getting something like some random training in something can help you out. Learning to drive obviously can help you out of a ton of jobs because there's millions of bloody delivery jobs nowadays. So that's something that could help. Forklift seems to be another good one. I see quite a lot of forklift driving jobs. I don't know why. It seems like every time I'm looking at jobs, just browsing, I've already got a job, but when I'm browsing jobs, for some reason I always get these weird like forklifting ones that pop up. So forklifting training, I recommend you go and train to do that. I think that's a relatively easy thing to learn. Mind you, me thinking about driving a forklift, I think I would destroy the factory, so who knows? Who knows? If you drive a forklift or you've ever driven a forklift, let me know. Actually, I think there's a girl from my school. Oh, fuck! Did I kill that? I think I just bumped into it. But I think she does forklifting. That's a weird job for a lady. I don't think I've ever seen a lady use a forklift. Huh. I don't think I have, actually. Always seems to be some random fat bloke, doesn't it? With a bald head. I'm worried now. Oh! Will you stop it, Dave? I'm worried that I walked over a flower. I don't know if me walking on flowers is like Minecraft when you walk on the wheat. If you don't hold the shift button on the PC. I don't know what button it is on PS4. But it mudders the wheat. Alright, what else do I need to cut then? Oh, there's going to be a bunch over here, isn't there? Yeah. Not enough for... Oh, mate, yeah. Oh, look at that. How'd I leave that there? Alright, what's left? What is left? There's got to be a big chunk somewhere. I think everyone probably wants me to... I fucking panic then. With the cutting complete, you now need... With the cutting complete, you now need store your... You now need store your vehicle and equipment, then interact with your pickup truck to leave the location. If you have any grass clippings on the paths or flower beds, you pick them up before leaving to avoid any cleanup fees. Alright. Lovely. Right, I'm just going to put back my strimmer, and then we're going to go back and have a look just so I can get my thumbnail, and then we will leave the location. Yeah. I think this has worked out nicely. It's about a 30-minute episode, I think. Lovely. So what would be a good thumbnail? I don't know if I want to have the house in the background or not. Maybe not because of those flipping beams. Here we go. This will do. Lovely. Very nice. Okay, let's end the mission, and then I will end the video for today. Oh, look at that. Old Nook Cottage. Yeah, this is definitely the residence of Tom Nook. He could probably afford a house like this with the amount of bells I've given him over the last year or so. Especially my bloody sister. She's made him a millionaire. She plays it a lot. See, what the fuck? See, 25p collision. Well, you tell me in the comments what I bumped into. Because if it's the ramp, what am I supposed to do? I've got to put my lawnmower back on the ramp. I've got to put it back on the back of the truck, as I can't end the mission. Jesus. Oh well, never mind. Whatever. We made 306 quid though. We've got a bit of a buff. £20 for finishing doing the ground check. Cutting time bonus, only £5.42. I kind of feel like there ain't much reason to rush. This is the vehicle garage. Here you can fix damaged vehicles, view statistics, purchase attachments, part exchange vehicles or purchase new ones. First though, let's select your current vehicle so you can maintain it. There probably ain't much I need to maintain, to be honest. Repair. Yeah, look, I guess I took 1% of damage when I bumped into a ghost. We better refuel. Only £1.16, bloody hell, mate. I don't know why that was an option. I already emptied the grass collector. Alright. Oh, no. There we go. Alright, well, thanks for watching, Wolf Wolvettes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today.